Open against each other two French clans, VMK and BAC. VMK down 2 players for the beginning of the map. It's a really dangerous situation for them. They are defending themselves, but if they will manage to defend themselves against the clan that got 2 more players, it is hard to realize. So VMK, Radical, T28 Thought, Fab YouTube, IS3, Grey Fox, T34, Francis Do, and Emerging AMX M449s. BAC, Storm Magadon Cromwell, Mark Boy, IS3, Anton IS3, Tarentus, T32, Snow BT32, Rami and Joyo AMX M449. Both clans got them new French premium tanks. They are a real serious competition. Competitive tanks, they can be used here. Grey Fox is still trying to destroy as much as possible of the buildings on the flag to prevent capping, to make the chance of decap for his team if BAC will decide to try and take first shots have been taken and take the flag. So Radical has been hit, Snowbee has been hit as well. Radical another hit and Amorak damage. Radical in a situation. Another hit in Radical. He managed to shot on someone and Radical has been done. That's 1 year for BAC. But we know that this is a massive advantage for BAC because they're playing 2 more players than on the roster than VMK. Most probably VMK players will join in between the runs. There is a high chance for that. Fab YouTube has been focused by BAC now. He's standing on the back side. On the other side there is a Yo-Yo trying to hit Emergence. And YouTube for 1 shot, I think he's been done now at this moment exactly. Yeah. Yep, he's been done. So too near. Not much they can do even with the good tanks, even reasonable choice to pick for the roster. It's not enough. Oh, and the enemy has such a massive advantage, two tanks on tier 8. Yeah, that's it. 5 near for BAC. First round won by BAC. I will just remind you, VMK was playing 2 players less. So we are back, and now VMK got 1 more player. I'm gonna switch the sides. Switch everyone here. Okay, they got 3 minutes now. Let's see what happens. Everyone can grab something to drink and we're gonna wait for them. VMK managed to get 1 more player. Now they're attacking on their map. On map they picked Ghost Town. Clan BAC picked the map Seine River. So still BAC with advantage of 1 tank, but 1 tank is not as much as missing the 2 tanks. Yes, they've got the last player, so they've managed to do it in time. They've got 7 players. I'm gonna close the room now, so we won't see any more random players. VMK managed to get full team on a second round. Good for them. Hopefully we'll see much more competition now, and VMK on attack on Ghost Town. BAC is gonna defend themselves. They've still got a moment to pick up the tanks, so hopefully we'll see some serious competition now. Both clans are French. This is the first time for both of the clans to play in CPL. This is exactly why they start in CPL Open, not because these are weak clans or something. No, don't think about it like that. They just pressed, they just joined, and you join on playing CPL in CPL Open. Everyone joins here. Of course, if you got a massive goods, you can try and get the wild card for a higher league, but most of these clans are still learning how to play on a competitive level that clans that are veterans in CPL playing. Both of these clans are fresh for CPL, playing on the CPL rules, playing on asphalt, so both clans got exactly the same equal chance our rules have been done for a fair play. Our rules have been made with has been worked out for 3 seasons, so they are pretty much finished now. They just advance, and we adjust the rules only to the situation on a World of Tanks game on console, about the balance, about the tank tiers, and so on and so. So if the balance changes, or with the some client changes they are of the game, that like you see, they can let us make the fog of war while changing the patch to spectator, because earlier, like you played first or second season, you couldn't have done that. Because the first and second season, when the player was changed on spectator, he couldn't pick the tank. Yeah, so now from the first season he would. So we introduced that rule. That's a good change for us. So now it's much more fair for players to pick up the tanks. Don't let anyone adjust to your work it out tactics. So let's hope to see something really good here. We are nearly on the time. We will give them a couple more seconds, and hopefully we will see some really good battle down here on the ghost town. VMK must to make a massive comeback now. They've lost the first round playing down two players, so now they got a full team. They've got a chance. Okay, we're gonna reveal the tanks starting from the left side. Takes way too much time when you try to reveal the tanks one by one, and in general it is pretty much pointless. So let's get to the battle. Both guns ready. Second round, CPL Open. This is third round of CPL Open, and this is the third round. This guns fight for the first time. They will have an option, of course, that they will must to play early match as well. So it's not like this is the only match that they will meet each other against. So let's see the rosters. BAC changed the roster a bit. Rami, T28 Prot, Totype, Troll, Mageddon, Cromwell, Markboy, IS3, Antona, IS3, Tarentus, T32, Snow, Big Game 32, Yo-Yo, AMX M449, VMK, Radical, T28 Prot, Fab YouTube, Recam, T71, Ronia, IS3, Charlie, T34 Black, Greyfox, T34 Black. Wow, 2 T34s, 2 BACs in one match. That's the first time it happened on CPL. And Francis Du and Emergency Heavy Metal Heroes AMX M449. BAC's gonna defend themselves, and VMK is gonna attack. What I must say, the first most important thing is I've started the match, but as you can see on the roster, the round has been lost. The round has been lost just from start by T34 because they picked the wrong tanks. The limit for the tanks, no matter what will be the outcome of the battle, the tier limit of tanks is 5 tanks of tier 8 and 2 tanks of tier 7, or 6 tanks of tier 8 and 1 tank of tier 6. What happened here on the VMK side, they've got 6 tanks of tier 8 and 1 tank of tier 7, so they exceeded the tier limit. No matter what the outcome the battle will be, still BAC is winning that match because of the major rule breaking. We can't allow that this is the unfair advantage for the VMK to play with 1 tier 7 where BAC has got 1 tier 6 here. This is strictly highly against the rules, and this is a gross misconduct, cannot be tolerated. Of course, I understand it most probably it happened by accident. Still, the advantage that this players got is massive, and we can't allow to do that. So yes, they're defending themselves. There is an VMK on the flag. No matter of the outcome, I remember still BAC was winning, so I think they even don't try too hard. As we can see, this is a really serious good tactics. It can be well played. It's only a few seconds to take up. So it is hard situation. Like we see, 12 seconds. Lots of the time I will just turn it off to show how it looks like. How it looks like exactly. There is still there's lots of flag counter resets, but in general most probably it won't be enough for the BAC, so the flag will be taken. Given that or not, still the round has been won by BAC, no matter the outcome of the battle. I repeat, no matter of the outcome of the battle. Current BAC BAC is gonna win that. Lots of reset contests, wow. And as you can see here, despite the massive amount of what happens here, the VMK has an advantage with a tier tank. Still, BAC was able to defend themselves here. But now there's a high chance they just made a mistake, because instead of still shooting, they moved into there and oh, they managed to reset the flag counter. That's it. They've won, and they've won with a massive advantage. It's 7-0 for BAC now. 2 rounds straight on, won by BAC. First when VMK was playing down 2 players, and second one when they're in full. As we can see on damage, 2k, over 2k Antonio on IS3, and nearly 2k Yo-Yo on AMX M449. Great damage here. Not much from the VMK side. So what we can see here, it is really important. Guys trying to quickly change that the big tanks, that's pointless, because I still need to change the map for Sun River. That's why I'm not changing them, so they won't be surprised. Yeah, we got a Sun River. Now I'm gonna change the sides of the clans. Alright, I'm gonna change them, give them 3 minutes. Sorry for technical issues, but these clans are fresh, they are still adjusted to rest, especially VMK looks like bugs, because they are bigger clan, they got it better, so they have been changed for spectators. Time start, 3 minutes to pick up the tanks. Or they can send a message that they are ready. That's the map that VMK picked for the defense. VMK, no, that's the map that BAC picked for the attack. VMK must defend on this map, pardon me. So first 2 rounds on Ghost and won by BAC. BAC won the attack and BAC won the defense, and now BAC is gonna attack VMK on Sand River. So 2.5 minutes to pick up the tanks, and we're going to see some nice rocking. There's lots of shooting down there, but the defensive position picked by BAC on the Ghost Town was really really good, and the tanks picked to the tactic they were trying to do were wrong. If they would pick, let's say, VKs and put them VKs on the side to cover the small tanks that would be hidden in the circle, that would be taking the taking the points for the flag, and then set up some tanks behind to track other tanks from the BAC clan that would be coming to the flag. That would work, but it didn't work on the situation where all their tanks were revealed in the middle and couldn't hide behind other teammates. Still good luck to both of the teams, and let's see another great battle. Definitely this will be much more, we will see a lot of the action as well, because Sun River is the, even that this wide open map, it's not massive, it's not big like let's say Rising Yard. Yeah, no worries, still do lost. So there's no problem, they understand the rules. There was a mistake, like I said, it happens, but rules are rules, and rules are same and fair for everyone. So of course we played the round, but no matter the outcome, still the team that picked the tanks wrong lost the round, and that's exactly what our rules state. No, there's a 35 seconds more to pick up the tanks.
It's okay.
Yeah, like my daughter saying, my daughter says it's okay. It's okay, Jola? So a bit ciszej, tak? Dziękuję. She's watching with me. "15 more seconds and we're gonna level the tanks and we see what VMK and BAC prepared for this map. I'm really curious what BAC prepared, because picking the Sun River for the map to attack, because they know they will be they are ready, because they knew they will be attacking on the map. They must be absolutely sure what they are going to do. So only 2 light tanks on a wide open map. Let's see what's gonna happen down here. Sun River, third round of the match. VMK against BAC. BAC. I would really like to say the full names of the clans, but they're pretty much more French names, like BAC is a Brigade Anti-Chariot or whatever it is. It is hard to pronounce it properly. VMK is pretty much more, it's like versatile mobile killers or tanks or something like that. Mechanized combat, hard to say. Typical French names. We'll stay with the tanks, VMK and BAC. So VMK T29 prototype, that's Radical. Charlie 36 on M41 Bulldog, Fab YouTube on T71 Lican, Ronnie IS3 Grey Fox T34 Black, and Francis Do Emergence AMX M449. While on backside, Mark Boy and Troll Magazine M41 Bulldogs, Tarentus and Snowbee Gaming T32s, Anthony on Emil1, Rami and Yo-Yo on AMX M449s. First spots, lights have been spotted, each light spotted each other, only the Lican hasn't been spotted yet. I'll show you the builds of these guns. Small equipment and then only the normal ammo. What a shame. I hope they will watch the game and learn from that. You don't shoot normal ammo on this game. It's important for you that you penetrate the enemy, especially enemies using the best tanks as well, so you cannot afford that to not penetrate the enemy on the competitive side of the gaming. Small equipment here as well. No equipment at all on Lican. That's absolutely amazing. Now, only the Charlie is really prepared, but he's using hits, so he must be sure what he's doing. From VMK there is a Radical that he's prepared pretty much good on his T29 as well. On the back side, as you can see, only the small medkit, so Yo-Yo doesn't need a large medkit or not silver. Full build on Rami tank, full build on Antony's tank, full build on Snowbee, full build on Tarentus, Mark Boy only automatic fire extinguisher, so he's saving full build on Troll Magazine Bulldog. Hopefully the guys, especially from VMK, will learn from their mistakes. You can't afford to play on a small equipment. You can afford to shoot normal ammo on the tanks that doesn't have the penetration so high to penetrate the enemy heavy tanks or the well armored enemy heavy tanks. Now they're trying to hide, they know they are spotted, and now they are showing their backs to light tanks. That's it, light tanks are gonna massacre them from behind. Yep, as we can see here, France is stayed by there. Yep, and what we can see here, there are 2 types of shots going on there. There are shots which are APCRs, which missed, and exactly that was what happened just a moment ago. There was a shot from the shell was pardon, that was the hit shell, and hit shell is not gonna penetrate that tank definitely. So light tanks are going to try and fight each other. In the meantime, the heavy tanks are fighting from the other side. Interesting. So it is not so easy for BAC, even that this is the map they picked by themselves to attack. They advance, but slowly, and it's not as easy as they thought. What a nice shot on Ronnie, has taken serious damage. There's Radical there. The Charlie has been done, so it's 1 year for BAC. I'll move faster than there. Fabio took lots of missed shots. He's reloading now, but they've managed to damage pretty well these light tanks. So in theory, there was one tank. But if Fabio would take the tanks, he's supposed to be able to finish them starting from Tromageddon. But he moved back to support his heavy tanks. I don't understand why. That's a dangerous situation. That made them tanks in the crossfire, and this is why they're losing a bit as well. Lots of the pressure from back here, lots of the great shots, and now Radical done. I will try to show Francis. As you can see, 250 damage only. He needs to be really lucky if he wants to do any damage shooting normal ammo. He has no chance. You can see here now. Yep, he lucky shot for a weak spot, but every other shot that is not sure, and we can't be sure it's gonna out. Lots of the bones damage here on the shot down there, but it's 5-1. They're losing Francis to along here. Still, yep, he finished. I met him on 6-3. There is still T-71. That in the meantime, while we was watching the heavy tanks, like I said, he will be able to manage to defeat both of the Bulldogs, and that's exactly what he did. So he is here alone, while in the meantime BAC is gonna take the flag, I think. Here we can see the damage, 765 on Radical, 1160 on T-32 Snowbee, 1082 Emil, 1208 Rami 1306. So that's exactly what they've got. Whoa, my bad. Let's switch for Radical. Yeah, he did spotted. He got damage, but he managed to finish. Snowbee. What is the worst thing that he's doing? He's got damaged engine. No equipment. If he would have equipment, he would finish the engine. He could be easily at least heavy damage the Talentus. Now he even doesn't have a chance to run because not enough of the engine power. So yeah, that's how to see he's been done. It's 7-4 for BAC. That ends the game with the score of 3-0 for BAC's winning this game. That was much more better than first run, so we could see much more even competition from both sides. Still lots of we can see the VMK is still fresh. Thank you for watching, and see you in a moment in CPL Major. I'll say again, VMK against BAC, VMK 0, BAC 3, BAC's winning 3-0. See you next time. Good game, well played.